comes a new challenger.
Give me that drama, give me that grime. Are y'all ready? It's fight night time.
Bring the heat. Round one. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Tries to bait him with the projectile. Perfect air-to-air. Now they get pushed into the corner, where it's going to be very difficult to escape. Player one has them legit shook in the corner. And a super activation, looking to score some juicy damage. Knockdown. Saw them sweating against the wall and gets in the throw. Player one picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. They both showed their hands a little bit, but Jackknife Maximum cuts clean through them. The jump in catches them. Burnout activates. Player one in dire straits with burnout. There's a change of screen to Hadouken. Both fighters planning something? Player two is working with a better game. What can they do with it? Good job escaping that tank. Springs forward with the drive rush. Player one, knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. Oh boy, both running empty on drive. They gotta dig. What a finish! That was catch as catch can, as you're gonna get in a fight. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? The first round begins. No time to save that stuff for nationals. It's time to go all in. They trade. Deftly shuts out the jump in. Ooh, will they hit, whip, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. What's the play here? They are not afraid to let the overdrive art fly, even when their drive gauge isn't topped off. I wonder how both fighters will adapt to what we've seen so far. Throws them to negate the block. Burnout activates. Shows the medium kick. Can't tech the throw. Player one has completely used all of their drive gauge. Oh, burnout triggered. Each hit is so important. Smart decision there. The chip damage was enough. Player one with a big first round pickup. Can they close it out? They trade. The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen now? Experiencing burnout. Got a ton of overdrive jackknife. Player one has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover, or are they in trouble here? Gets the jump in. Ooh, you never know what can happen. Has a bit of OD spice. Oh man, this is a scary range. Can they create an opportunity for themselves to seal the deal? Who's gonna take it? Flatline zone. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. This is it. Who's gonna take it all? Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. Super hard to show up what a PhD in fighters can do for you. Slices the gastrointestinal tract. Where are you putting that MD and whooping ass to work? Player two and whiffs. They're wide open. There's a burnout. Player two can't win perfectly executed. That was catch as catch can, as you're gonna get in a fight. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Cross up. Sticks the combo. Fireball from very long range. What's next? They hit each other. The drive parry was successful. Nails the anti-air. Opts for the throw. Takes a trip. Punish counter. This could lead to something big. Knockdown. Big low reaching heavy. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Snipes them out the air. Player two picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Can't tech the throw. Pokes with a medium kick. Picks up the counter. Burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. Player 1 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Big opportunity now in this corner. We're at a standstill, but we may see an eruption soon. What'll happen here? The life remaining tells us we're halfway through this overdrive jackknife. A quick breather, scrapping it out up close. Were they looking to connect with an overdrive art from this situation? Blocks it.
Hey!
One, betting it all on the drive rush. They push their way out of the corner. Close range, but all in with a rush. Player 2 can't use any drive through. Gotta play it safe. This is gonna kill, no doubt about it. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. This is it. Who's gonna take it all? Low heavy, but no go. Oh man, this is a scary range. Player 2, clutch anti-air. Player 1 is in burnout state, a very precarious situation. Oh, putting the cherry on top. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the weekend. Time to punch out. Lands the super. Time for dessert. Takes it. They're not getting close to each other. A real test of nerve blocks the low kick. Are you kidding me? Player 2 made all the right moves, and this experience is only gonna make them stronger. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that one. They trade hits. Goes for the jump in. Got a ton of damage off that opening. Can they do it again? Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Gets a normal hit from this stun might mean the end of this round. Nice. Sees the combo through and takes the round. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Converts the opening impact into a punish counter. Up into the air off the just cool. Shows a medium kick. Oh, what's this? They can't squander this punish counter chance. Player 2 in Dyer's experiencing burnout. Fires off the Shinku Hadouken. Just goes for it at this range. Super. Oh, must have saw something we didn't. Both fighters are out of drive. Might be a good idea to back off, but they might try something here. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Both fighters planning something? This is gonna hurt. Oh, they changed sides. Both sides overhead flatline zone. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Who will come out? Reads the jump in perfectly. Break rule, what a smart throw. Just cool into the all in with the rush. Pokes with the kick. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. Drive gauge is almost out. Use them well. Scuffle connects with the throw. Bolt drive rush. Flip turns out. Burn out, but they may have a plan here. Goes big time to end it. Never ever miss a chance to show off the fancy stuff. That was catch as catch can as you're gonna get in a fight. Another rematch. These two are really getting into it. Time to get down to business. The first round starts now. They quickly get back into the corner of the stage. Big low reaching heavy. Player 2 can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance to take the round if they can find the KO. Player 1 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Round 2. Fight.
Rolling Soba. Fires off the Shinku Hadouken. How will this hit? Oh, burnout triggered. Let's off a projectile to waste time. Air slasher. Player 2 got smothered that round. They'll need to shake it off and show some more adaptation. Opts to continue the attack with the drive. A quick breather. Player 2 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Brushes that off and keeps going. with the solar plexus truck, wraps it up with a decisive combo. Player 1 took no time to finish that fight. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Fireball from very long. What's next here? There's a drive rush to throw the opponent off balance. Low kicks are a no-go. Player 1 has used up all of their drive gauge. The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also weak. Trips them up. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move, or you're going to eat tons of damage. Both fighters decide to reset the pace and assess the situation. The throw misses. Limited resources at hand right now. The fight continues in the middle of the stage. In a dire situation, drive rush to keep it going. Sneaks in the throw. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Air slasher. Shows the medium kick. Rolling soba. Attempts to break the stalemate with a fireball. Okay, creating some springs forward with the drive rush. What'll happen here? Player 1 in dire straits with burnout. Goes for the jump in. A quick breather, experiencing burnout. Super arts on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. Can they create an opportunity for themselves to seek drive rush to keep it going? Breaks it! What a finish! Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Back after the stuff adds a bit of OD spice. Rips the slasher out. Air slasher. Blocks it. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Throws them. Going in. Player 1 reads the jump in perfectly. All the throw connects. With super impact squashed. What are they gonna do? Oh, burnout. Did they mean to do that? Player 2 is in burnout state. A very precarious situation. This is where we can expect some new. The throw is coming. Goes to the air. All in with a rush. Will this super art do anything? Excellent read. That back row was huge. Knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. Connects with the throw. The low kick hits. Player 2 can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. Shreds them with a critical one. Such a smart play to go for this situation. Fighting back against the odds and giving them a chance to win this. It is over. Player 1 has gotta be feeling good getting the win out of that absolute carnage. Adds a bit of OD spice. Goes for the rush. Sticks the combo. All right. Player 1 needs to deal with this burnout. Throws him down. Taking stock. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Big, low, reaching heavy. Still slugging it out at this range. Jumps. Throws them to negate the block. Player 1 has completely springs forward with the drive rush. They need to rely on their instincts here. Drive boosted Hadouken. Drive rush to keep it going. Were they baiting them into that? In there! Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Starting off with fireballs right from the get-go. Oh, feints? Checks with brushes that off and keeps going. Ups the damage on that by opting to go for the... Uses the gauge for a super arm. Spends it all on the full meter. You know what that means? It's time for the weekend. What'll happen here? Oh, burnout triggered. Looking for a chance. Drive rush to keep it going. Player 2 is dominating this match. Not much movement, but the thing KO. Player 2 took no time to finish that fight. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Big, low, reaching heavy. Goes for an overhead. You can use a drive rush like that there to maintain the pressure. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. All right, they timed that just right to get the perfect parry. Player 1 is using their drive liberally. The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also weaker. Player 1 has used up all of their drive gauge. If they can't escape this rock-solid corner pressure, this round is over. All right, what's coming up next? Hits him for the stun. This might be over right here. Life lead is opening up, but that could still be overcome with smart drive use. From low heavy to over KO! Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Barely blocks the jump in. Was looking for that jump attack. Springs forward with the drive rush. Gets the combo. Oh, burnout triggered. Player 1 has an empty drive loop. This is a very precarious situation. Rolling Sova. Still scrapping good heads-up decision, opting for the drive impact. Can't burn out, but they may have a plan here. Hey. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the weekend! Time to punch out! Good night! Any mistake here is gonna be fatal. What's it gonna be? Okay, here, that was the highest if I've ever seen one. Player 2 faced a giant and walks away unscathed. What a win! They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Fires off an over. Hold your breath. There's a punish counter. This can lead to something very big if they can capitalize. Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover or are they in trouble here? Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Sees it coming and blocks it out. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Next hit and picks up the win with the counter hit. Looked like they were baiting their opponent into making a mistake. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Let's off a projectile to waste time. Jump. Springs forward with the drive rush. Player 2 has the life advantage. Blocks the impact. Rolling Sova. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? Drive rush to keep it going. Oh, burnout triggered. Player 2 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Both fighters planning something? Experiencing burnout. Got him up against the wall and the stun is there. Ooh, what a smart throw. A parry? Pokes with the brushes that off and keeps going. Are we gonna see him end the round with a sick combo? Amazing.
DeeJay.
Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. They're in a proverbial downward spiral. There's no end to this battle. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. A drive rush to try and keep up the attack. Player 1 has used up all of their drive gauge. The damage is really piling up now. You can see how cornering your KO. Player 1 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. Goes for the jump in to start the round. The jump in is denied. Can't tech the throw. Drive rush to keep it going.
Here comes a new challenger.
This is gonna be a 5-star match. Get ready for history to be made.
Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. They're really being worked over in the corner. There's a corner switch. All right. Player 1 in that dangerous burnout state. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover or are they in trouble here? All right, what's coming up next? Neither of them willing to back up with a super art connect. Starting something with the springs forward with the drive rush. Player 2 can't use any more drive without burning out. Closing moments of the match. Drive rush to keep it going. Player 2 can't afford mistakes without that drive in there. Player 2 with a good start to the fight, but can they keep it up? Overdrive art? Are we going to see some fireworks here? Nails the anti-air. Does a good job of pushing back. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Player 2 can build off this lead. They exchange blows. Player 1 is in a pretty hit them with a stop and pop. Grabs and throws them away. Burnout activates. Going in. Player 1 in anti-air in the clutch. Forward throw. Laying the pressure on thick. Player 2 holding on to that corner advantage. Charges up the plasma. Breaks through with the throw. Player 2 made all the right moves. And this experience is only gonna make them stronger. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Burns the drive gauge. Player 1 chases them down. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Player 1 has them legit shook in the corner. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover or are they in trouble here? That drive impact doesn't get through. Takes a trip. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag the KO. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Fires off in overdrive. Reacts to the throw. Player 2 was completely shut out in that last round. They really need to think about whether to press on with their current game plan or change up their playstyle a bit. Stuck in the corner but not going down without a fight. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Scrapping it out up close. Hits him with a stop and block. Pokes with a medium. Oh my god, they just chunked it up. What were they thinking? Are we good? All in with the rush. Gotta do better than that. They pushed their way out of the corner. Oh, burnout. Did they mean to do that? Jumping was expected. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Rips the slasher out. Lets off a projectile to waste time. Stands firm and blocks the drive impact. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Well, they managed to escape the corner, but they can't let their guard down. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Player 1 needs to deal with this burnout. Throws them to negate the block. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Shinku Hadouken! Player 1 needs to hold out until their drive gauge recovers. KO! Player 2 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. From low heavy to medium kick hits. There's an overdrive. Springs forward with the drive rush. Shows the medium kick. Medium kick. Player 1 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Grabs and throws them away. Both fighters planning something? Burnout activates. Finishes it with the anti-air. That's what happens when you capitalize on all of your chances. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Uh-oh. Falls short. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. A drive rush to try and keep up the attack. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. The low heavy hits. Takes a trip. This is where things will get interesting as the damage starts to pile up on both fighters. Knockdown. Checks him with a projectile. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Medium kick hit. Smart play to stop the opponent there. Player 1 needs to hold out until their drive gauge recovers. KO. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
Opts to create space to start. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Player 2 kept their drive gauge topped off through that round and still took the win. Guess they didn't need it. Throws the fireball here, maybe as a simple zoning strat. The jump in catches them. Okay, creating some space here. Springs forward with the drive rush. Very difficult to use drive here. How will both fighters cope? Burnout activates. Both fighters planning something? One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover or are they in trouble here? They're going for the super art? Sunrise Festival. Can they ride the beat to the end? Both sides in burnout. They can't drive. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Breaks those shins. Player 1 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? Both of our combatants are cooking up something. Oh, feints? Takes it! Springs forward with the drive rush. So, what's next? Time to reassess the situation? Not much movement. Drive rush to keep it going. Player adds a bit of OD spice there. Comes him hard. Are we gonna see a comeback here? Less than 20 flatline zone. Who could have guessed how that match would have turned out? Not me. Are these two gonna fight forever? Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Low heavy hits, mix up income. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Player 1 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Player 1 is in burnout. Drives off the table. Fireball from very long range. What's next here? Throws a fireball here, maybe as a simple zoning stretch. KO! Player 1 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Round 2. Fight.
Oh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. The drive impact doesn't get them the punish counter, but it's still good. Player 1 opts to continue the attack with the drive. Going in, medium kick hits. The throw missed. From upstairs, burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to take. Burnout activates. Player 1 is dominating this match. Just cool into the low kick. Ooh, what a smart throw. Big throw. Big low attack to pick up the win this round. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Starts off zoning with fireballs. Both fighters have plenty of health. Where is this match going to go? What are these fighters thinking now? Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Knockdown. Gets a chance with that jump in. There's a corner switch. Player 1 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. Goes for the throw. Player 1 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Opts for the throw to close it out. Player 1 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Round 2. Fight.
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. The drive impact whiff. Are they ready to punish? Player 1 chases them down. Jumps up, big throws. Both drive rush to keep it going. Still scrapping for control of the space. Play burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. This is gonna be bad news. Ups the damage on that by opting to go for the overdrive. A quick breather. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Oh no, they're stunned. Oh, burnout triggered. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. This is gonna hurt. They just won't stop switching sides. Amazing! How did they anticipate that jump in? This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Shakes things up with a fireball. Jumps up. Player 1 is in a very good spot. All in with a rush. Oh, burnout triggered. There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. Turning it right up with a super. Okay, here we go. Who will set the bait at this range? And they burn out in sync. A jump in? Both fighters are down to half life. Back, the low kick hits. This is gonna hurt. Cross that off. Wreck them. They're using a fireball that's willing to risk it for the overdrive. Medium kick. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? I can't believe it. They're in range. We gonna see a jump in? A dash? They gotta find something to work with here. They gotta dig down deep. Oh, what's this? Who puts them on notice? Player 2 was definitely sweaty during that well-earned win. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Tries to make something happen with an overdrive arm. Shuts that down with a parry. Both fighters are looking for a way to get in, but there's still time to feel out the situation. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Knockdown. Player 1 has them legit shook in the corner. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. The pressure is so intense here. KO. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round 2. Fight.
Immediate jump in. Big gap between the two fighters, so they throw out a fireball. Will that drive impact get punished? Medium kick hits. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Drive rush to keep it going. Low heavy hits, mix up incoming. What'll happen here? Player 1 has a slight life lead. Shoots off a fight, springs forward with the drive rush. Blocks the cross-set. Burnout! Expect the tempo of the match to change. Player 1 in dire straits with burnout. Going in? Just cool into the low kick. Super Arts on deck, but oh my god, what a throw set! They're both driveless. This is gonna get messy. Watching each other carefully. Who will make the first move? Time to reassess the situation? Hits them with a stopping box. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. Player 2 can't use any punish counter on reaction. Big dashes out the cage right there. This is gonna kill, no doubt about it. Lifeline zone. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Player 2 chases them down. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Opts for the throw. You can use a drive rush like that there to maintain the pressure. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Player 1 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also weak. Taking stock. Player 2 is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers KO. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
A trade, but they're not worried. Throws them. What's next? They're being absolutely relentless with this fireball pressure in the corner. Does a good job. Springs forward with the drive rush. Going in. Player 2, overdrive jackknife. Player 2 is in a pretty good situation with the meter advantage. Experiencing burnout. Oh, burnout triggered. What'll happen here? They're both driveless. This is gonna get messy. Low heavy, but no go. Knocked them out of the air. A quick breather. Dashes up. Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. Sets up with the jump in. Then walls flat into the guard frame. Closes it out. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow up here? Drive boosted Hadouken. Takes him all the way to the corner with that. Throws him down. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Drive gauge finally recovers. Uses the drive rush. What a finish. Great read on the life gauge there.
Round 2.
Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Air slasher! Throws a projectile to zone the opponent. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. A quick breather. Player 2 is burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. What'll happen here? Player 1 has an empty drive gear. This is a very precarious situation. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. Attempts to break the stalemate with the fireball. Going in. Player good heads-up decision opting for the drive impact. KO. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Breaks those shins. Connects with medium kick. There's the burnout. Uses the gauge for a super arm. Do it to him. Show the people what they came to see, you.
What's wrong? Get up.
Takes it. Player 2 has the super gauge and whiffs. They're wide open. Nothing stops this train. Player 2 needs the low block. All in with a rush. Player 2 may be able to pull a fast one, especially with a super. Gotta do better than that. A real test of nerves here. Raw super art incoming. Excellent read. It is over. Player 1 is a force to be reckoned with. I don't even think they care that others call best. We're getting back into it. Attempts to break the stalemate with the fireball. Uses the drive rush here to steal their down to the wire. We got both sides without a drive gauge. How will they overcome this? The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also weak. Knockdown. Takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. This is where things will get interesting as the damage starts to pile up on both fighters. Takes them all the way to the corner with that. Takes a trip. They're jostling. Oh, burnout triggered. One chance here may end this match. Looking for a chance. Player 1 can't afford mistakes without that drive. The kick hits. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Overdrive jackknife. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Oh wow, look at the damage they did. Fantastic work with that combo. Both fighters are low on drive. What do they use it on? The impact doesn't do anything. Dashes forward. Oh, burnout triggered. Burnout activate. That combo did decent damage. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. Doesn't set the throw. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Open with a jump in. It's time for both fighters to lay it all on the line.
Gotcha.
Jumps, drives, and back misses. Throws them. Player 2 is in a very good spot. Burn out, but they may have a plan here. Amazing. Player 1 is looking at a grim situation with burnout. Switch sides. Tries to act quickly, but whiffs the attack. What now? Both absolutely refusing to give up ground. Oh, yo, Ross, super hit. Player 2 can't win this without pulling the crashes out the cage right there. Oh, hits the critical arc. You gotta bust out the protractors, bust out the rulers, and think of a plan while this damage plays out. Player 1 can't use any drive moves. Gotta play it safe. Quick Steve hits the drive. I can't believe it. It is over. Player 1 clinches the win. But that could have been anyone's game. No way we could have called that. Fires off an aircraft! From low heavy to... Still very early in the round. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also weak. Player 1 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. I can't keep track. KO. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Sticks the jump in. The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen now? Can't tech the throw? That's a counter. Burnout activates. Experiencing burnout. Oh no, they're stunned. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Both fighters planning something? Up into the air. Uses the gauge for a super art. Got him up against the wall and the stun is there. Player 2 with the just goes for it at this range. Oh, looking for the definitive end to this round with a level 3 super. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Medium kick hits. Takes him all the way to the corner with that. Absorbs the attack and fires back. Knew they'd go for it. That's a good read. Player 1 has used up all of their drive gauge. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? That drive impact doesn't get through. Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. They're being absolutely relentless with this fireball. KO! Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Shows the medium kick. Burnout activates. Player brushes that off and keeps going. Player 1 in dire straits with burnout. Medium kick hits. Rolling Sova. Player 2, that was a huge, huge stun. They need to catch the untouchable, impetuous, impregnable, and perfect. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Oh, brings down the waning moon on them. Corrects them. Adds a bit of OG spice. Big all in with a rush. What's next? Oh, burnout. Did they mean to do that? Player 1 throw is denied. What a read. Ooh, what a smart throw. Okay, here we go. Ooh, you never know what can happen here. Oh, drops some bars. Player 2, this can lead to some big damage. They're using a fireball to force a reaction. Super out of nowhere. The big brains on this competitor is unreal. about a show. That match had it all. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that rundown. Flashes him with a jackknife. Connects with medium kick. Pries him open with a shoryuken. Nails the anti-air. Player 1 has used up all of their drive gauge. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? There's space to make something happen here, and neither fighter looks willing to back down. Neither of them willing to back off here. Decides to meet them in the air. Low heavy hits, mix up incoming. Grabs them, knockdown. The throw misses. Oh, burnout triggered. Player 1 chases him. KO. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Throws them. What's next? Neither of them willing to back off. A trade, but they're not worried. Rolling Soba. Jumps up. Breaks the block with a throw. Jumps. Experiencing burnout. Checks with a medium kick. The overhead denied. He brushes that off and keeps going. Are we gonna see a comeback here? What'll happen here? Tries to bait out a reaction. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Player 1 needs to hold up. Cashes out the cage right there. This is gonna kill, no doubt about it. That amazing never say die attitude got them the win. Player 1 was an absolute beast in that match. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Drive boosted Hado. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Uses this opportunity to really lay into the opponent with a damaging combo. Player 1 has used up all of their drive gauge. The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also weak. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The nuke takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Life lead opens up. Overdrive Hadouken KO. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Starting off with fireballs right from the get-go. Parries the projectile. Now what's the follow? Rips the slasher after. Low heavy hits. Mix up incoming. Player 1 can't let their drive gauge. Experiencing burnout. Player 1 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Counting on the super to do the job. Player 2 has the super gauge advantage. Throws a fireball. Burnout. Expect the tempo of the match KO. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.